Typically on my channel, I do install videos, but today I'm just gonna be doing a product highlight of these whips I have mounted in the bed of the truck. I have two reasons why I like these whips. Very first reason being they are a small, local to Arizona mom and pop shop. I definitely love supporting small business. Number two, out of all the whips I have ever seen on any rig, these are the brightest whips I have ever seen on the market at a price point that beats any of the competitors. So stay tuned and I will tell you a little bit more about these whips. What's going on, guys? Welcome back for another video. If you're new here, my name's Chris. This truck right behind me is known as the Fortune Taco. Like I mentioned in the intro, today what I'm going to be talking about is going to be the whips that I run on my truck. These whips are made by Blue Line Whips, and like I mentioned, they are a local Arizona mom and pop shop. I will have a link down in the description below to their website so you can check out these whips and the other products they make. In my opinion, these whips are the brightest and most budget-friendly whips currently on the market. I had these things installed on the truck before I made a YouTube channel, so there was never any video coverage of me doing the installation on these or covering these at all. They just recently launched a brand new product. They're now making rock lights that are RGB. They're a digital LED, which means you can customize them a lot more than any other regular LED. They work off the same exact app that these whips work off of. So your rock lights and whips can be paired and working with each other on the same lights, functions, colors, all that kind of stuff. So I'm gonna get a little bit into these whips in this video, and I'm gonna be getting a little bit into the app and showing you some of the functionality of the app. Blue Line Whips makes a couple different options for their whips. What I have here mounted on my truck is gonna be their 3-foot whip. They also do make a 4-foot whip, and a little bit smaller than this one, they make what they call a 2-foot chubby whip. So it is a lot thicker, probably about double to triple the size of thickness than this, but it's 2-foot as opposed to the 3-foot. So a couple different options you can choose from. If you're interested in anything I'm talking about from Blue Line Whips here today, I'll have a link down in the description below so you can check out their website and all the products they offer. Also, there will be a discount code down there as well for you to use if you choose to purchase anything from Blue Line Whips. So all of their whips come with this quick disconnect system. The way you mount them up in the truck, all it's actually gonna come with, this is the bottom portion with a stud and a bolt. This actual bracket is something I got separate. This is from Mohawk Designs. It's a 90-degree L bracket. It's typically used for an antenna to put on the roof of your vehicle, but I found it to work very perfect for this application. So I'll have a link for that one as well, just in case you want to do a similar setup. You could possibly use this bracket on the bed rails if you're installing it there, or elsewhere in the truck that would work with this bracket. With that quick release system, you just put the whip on here, try to do this one-handed, pull up on the sleeve, slide down until it clicks and locks in. Now your whip is on and it's not going anywhere. With the wire here, you do have to wire these up. So they get wired into my engine bay, utilizing my Bantam X by S-Pod. This is just a switch controller system. There's a positive and negative running to this, which goes to a Bluetooth controller. Then that Bluetooth controller has 2 leads, which run all the way into the vehicle back to the bed. With that Bluetooth controller having power to it, you then connect via your cell phone with an app, and you do all the controlling of these lights from the cell phone app. I just want to show you a little bit more about this Bluetooth controller. This is going to be from my kit I got for the rock lights. These are those newly released rock lights from Blue Line Whips I was talking to you guys about. This will be a future video on the channel coming up soon. Make sure you subscribe if you're interested in checking that out. I will be releasing that soon once I do the install on those. Each of the rock lights come with a 10-foot extension wire, which is also the same with the whips. They do come with extension wires as well, so you can reach all the way back to the bed of your truck when wiring this up to your engine bay where your battery is at. This is the standard Bluetooth controller from Blue Line Whips that will come with either a whip or a rock light purchase. You're gonna have a split off here which goes to the whips. You have a left side and a right side. The reason these have 2 separate channels is quite impressive, and it's pretty cool. If you want to add these features, they're optional. It's up to you. Positive and a negative that go either to your battery or a switch controller, and that is going to just turn on and off this Bluetooth controller. So we got 4 different wires on here. The orange wire we see here on the right is going to be for brake lights. If you wire this up to a positive brake light wire, whenever you press on your brakes in your vehicle, your whips will turn to solid red. As for the next one, so the white wire we have is a reverse light. Same thing there. If you tap into a reverse light power on your vehicle, when you put the vehicle in reverse, your whips, your rock lights, whatever lights you have wired up to this will all turn into full brightness white. And then the last two we have here, the green is a left turn signal and the yellow is a right turn signal. Same with those. If you tap into either your left turn signal power wire or your right signal, if you wire up your right one correctly and you turn on your right blinker, then this right whip will flash orange in the same pattern as your blinker. I'm not sure how many other whip companies have this stuff. I haven't looked into that too much, but this is pretty cool that they have this standard Bluetooth controller that comes with all these additional features. You can choose to use them or choose to not. The way I have mine wired up is just with power. I don't use any of these extra additional features. They don't have any interest to me. For the people that do have interest in this, feel free to wire these up and your whips or your rock lights will have those additional features to them and just add that much more of a unique touch to your build. I originally had both of these whips mounted to my bed stiffeners. You know, the hole I have right up here on both ends, so I have them in the very back corners of the bed, but I chose to change it up and move them up to the actual cab of the bed. I was watching a video from Classy's Garage, I believe it is, Classy's Taco, and he had whips in the bed of his truck mounted up against the cab in this similar fashion. I really liked what it looked like, so I went ahead and switched up my setup and moved my whips to the front of the bed as opposed to on the back end of the bed. I know you can't tell right now because yes, the sun's up, it's bright out here, but if that gives you any idea, the sun is out right now. I mean, it's daylight and the amount of light these things are giving off, the sun's over here, it's off in the evening, but still in broad daylight, these things are showing quite a bit of light, which is pretty impressive. I'm gonna wait for the sun to go down, wait for it to get a little dark here, and then I'm gonna turn these things back on and show you guys what these look like when it is dark out. All right, so we're just gonna wait for the sun to go down and then we are gonna power these things back up and I'm just gonna show you how much light these things put off and show you how impressive these whip lights are. All right, now the sun has set. The only thing we have with lights out here is the porch lights. I'll get those turned off in just a minute. But I wanna get these whips powered up and do some nighttime testing, show you the true output of these lights when the sun's down. Like I mentioned before, what I have powering my whips is my S-Pod switch controller. Toggle on there, and we now have power to the whip lights. But the next thing I want to do is turn off these porch lights. Now I have the house lights turned off. You can already start to begin to see how much light these put out, and I'm glad that the camera is really picking this up. First of all, you can see down here on the ground how much light is shining on the driveway. I mean, it's making the house glow. You can see my shadow there. I mean, look how much of my house is being illuminated by just these whip lights on. Red is not known to be a very bright color, and you can just see how bright this is. Blue, green, some of those colors, white, it's gonna be even brighter than red. So red is a darker color, and just seeing how much light this puts off, and this is not even one of the brightest colors. So let's get into the app, and we'll show you how that works. This is the main home screen here of the app. When you first open this up, it's gonna give you a different layout because you do need to pair this with your Bluetooth device, but once it's paired, you're good to go and you won't have to worry about pairing it in the future. Every time you open it, it should be already automatically connected. At the top of the app here, at the top of the app is the power switch. So that's how you turn the whips on and off. This first screen you're on, it says wheel. This is just the color wheel where you can pick different colors. And whatever color you click is what the lights are gonna switch to. And the output from white light is gonna be that much more intense than the red. Switch it to yellow. Yellow's pretty bright. Switch it to blue. Blue is a very, very intense light. Green is another one of those colors. It is a very, very bright color. I think green's gonna be far much brighter than red. Just giving you another idea of that color output. Here's the tree in my front yard. The whole half of the tree is glowing green. Now, these are gonna be just some of the basic color wheel options, so these are all just the solid colors. But where this app really stands out, where these whips outperform other ones is when you get into the modes. These are just pre-programmed modes in the app, and you can see I'm just scrolling. These are all different modes. The cool thing here, whatever mode you end up clicking on, so this one is just like a red, white, and blue, and they're frozen. There's no movement, nothing happening to the whips. But as we start to go through some of the others, there are a whole bunch of different lighting features. So each mode does something different. When you go into here, you can choose different colors to put in. So say I want to take out blue and just red and green. I can make it then flash red and green like Christmas lighting. And as we start to scroll through, we can find different features, different settings. So these ones are going from the center up to the top as well as up to the bottom. All different lighting modes. And once you buy a set of these and you get this app installed on your phone, I promise you, you'll be playing with this thing for hours, just going through all the different light modes, all the different colors, all the different settings you can do with these things. It's a lot of fun. That's gonna be it for this video, guys. I appreciate you if you stuck around all the way to the end. Hopefully you got something good out of this video. If there's anything I missed in this video, there's anything you wanted to learn or want to know about this product that I did not cover, drop a comment down below. I try my best to reply to every comment that's left on my videos. If I get enough questions about the same topic, I'll possibly make another video. If you enjoyed this video and you have interest in seeing any future videos I make, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. You will be notified and see when I post future videos. If you enjoyed this video and you want to show myself as well as the channel support, drop a thumbs up. It helps this video be more successful and get seen by more people just like yourself. I know I mentioned it earlier, but if you have any interest in the Blue Line Whips products, I will have a link down in the description below, as well as that discount code to get you a discount on any purchases you make at the Blue Line Whips website. Thanks for watching. I hope to see you guys on the next video.